Our goal is to always do what works for your body. If there's something we're doing that doesn't work for your body, modify it. If it's impossible in your mind because of the experience you've had with whatever your condition is right now in your recovery, concentrate on the breath. Breathing has such a power for healing. And when we focus on the breath, we can clear our mind. So we're going to start this morning with clearing our mind with our breath. Today's suggestions for focus were the sinuses, the neck and shoulders, and the hips. So we're going to be working through those areas specifically. Our first breath that we're going to do to clear the mind might be a bit of an issue if you have clogged sinuses. However, I guarantee this will help to clear them. So we're going to start this way, and if you have issues with breathing, do your best to breathe in through the nose. If it's really challenging, breathe out through your mouth. But as you continue through this process, you'll notice a difference in how your nostrils are functioning and the clarity. So alternative nostril breathing is the type of breath that we're going to start with. You're going to be using your thumb and your index finger. You'll press one or the other against the outside edge of your nostrils to close it off and breathe in the other side. And again, remember, if you have a deviated septum or one side is really blocked, to the best of your ability, right? And remember, visualization is everything. So we're going to take your thumb and close off your right nostril. Lengthen your spine, so sit tall with your ribs lifted up away from your hips. Feel free to close your eyes as you like. Breathe in long and slow through your left nostril. Feel your whole body full of breath. Close off the left nostril. Exhale long, slow, even, and soft through the right. Inhale through the left. Closing off the left, exhale through the right. Close off the right. Inhale through the left. Feel your whole body filling with breath. Feel the spine lengthen as you fill the body. Close off the left. Keep the spine tall toward the sky. Feel the body emptying as your abdomen draws into the spine. One more in through the left nostril. Closing off the left nostril, exhale long and slow through the right. When the breath is fully empty, breathe back in through the right side. Notice how the side feels different. Close off the right side, exhale through the left. Again, feel your abdomen move into the spine to fully empty the breath. Close off the left, inhale through the right. Closing off the right, exhale through the left. Again, inhale through the right. Close off the right side, exhale through the left. Now, release your hand to your lap. Keep your eyes closed. Take a few natural breaths, and with your eyes closed and your mind in your body, notice the difference in how you're feeling in just those few breaths. Remember, it doesn't take a long time to change how you feel just by changing how you breathe. If you struggle with that because you have sinus issues, the things we're going to go over this morning are really helpful to open up the sinuses. And right now, it's really common for everyone to have a little bit of allergies as the flowers come out and trees are blooming. So we'll review all the sinus points. You're going to be using your ring finger. And we do this with the ring finger so you're not adding too much pressure. We'll go around the sinus points on the face. If any area feels really tender or maybe a little painful even, that means there's a little bit of blockage. So this massaging will help, and you can do it 2 or 3 times during the day. Remember, there's no negative impact to doing these postures, only good stuff. We're stimulating circulation. So we're going to start with your ring finger, and we're going to place both ring fingers on the side of your nose right by the tear duct. Close your eyes and rotate in circles. About 8 or 9 times on the average. Reverse in the other direction. And then we're going to slide your fingers down to the outside edge of the nostrils and rotate. So you're pressing in gently and you'll feel a little crevice. So we're connecting into those points where these cavity openings are and the soft bones. These are also acupressure points. When you've done 8 or 9 in one direction, rotate in the other. And then we're going to lay our ring finger right over the middle of our eyes. We're not poking ourselves, we're just laying the finger across the eye, right in the middle. And as if you were going to draw a line from the middle of the eye down to the bottom of the cheek. Come all the way down to the bottom of the bone, and then press up underneath the bone. And you're going to feel a little indentation in the bone. And that's where we press up and in. And again, make your circles. You can do this with your eyes closed. Seeking out any tender areas. And reverse in the other direction. We're going to come down to the cheek, so straight down into the jawline. This actually begins the lung meridian, but we're going to do the cheekbone. This is not a sinus point, it's just a meridian line. Now we're going to take our fingers. And for this one, we're using the middle finger and the ring finger. Start at the corner of your eye and slide it to your hairline on either side. So where the hair and the skin meet, and rotate. And then go in the other direction. And then we're going to come back to that ring finger, laying it again on the middle of your eye. Touch the tip of your finger into your eyebrow, on the hair of the eyebrow, right above the eye. Again, you're going to feel an indentation in the bone, a soft point. You want to rotate about 9 times in both directions. Now we're going to take your knuckles and bend the knuckles and put the fingers together like such. We're going to lay them in the middle of your forehead and slide to the outside edge. So we are not doing pressure points right now. We are simply doing a way of releasing tension. It builds up in our face, and often we have dis-ease in the body and we're showing it on our face without even being aware. So the more we bring our attention into our face muscles, the more you'll notice when they're starting to feel tight. And now take your fingers. We're going to open up like a little claw and spread your fingers out around your hairline. Rotate, little circles. Keep your teeth parted. Your mouth might be closed. It's closed or open. You're breathing through the nose. Reverse in the other direction. Now we're going to bring your fingers, we're going to put your fingertips, your index finger and your thumb on the tip of your ear. Leave your thumb there, bring your fingers up and touch them together at the very top of your head. Now we're going to remove one hand so that either your index finger or your middle finger is on the point. When you press down, again, it's going to be soft and it's going to feel a little weird. It's indescribable. If you have any description, feel free to share that. But you're simply going to press straight down. Rotating the finger is an option, but traditionally you just push straight down into this point. If you have headache and migraine issues, this is the point for you. Sometimes when you have a sinus blockage, it creates a migraine or a headache. So this will help to get rid of it. So we apply the pressure straight down for about a minute. Again, it'll feel a little sore. And when you're done, you might shake your hand if it gets a little stiff from that. Next, we're going to take your longest finger, usually the middle finger, lay it under your ear and slide it back. Again, straight back to where the hair and the skin meet. You're going to feel a soft point. And we do this on both sides. So straight back, push in. You could, again, add your circles. We're getting a little more into the nerves that wrap around the eye. Reverse. And from here, we're going to slide your fingers all the way back to the middle of the neck. So come on either side of the vertebrae. Take your middle finger, come on either side of the spine, slide it up under your skull. So I'm hooking the finger up and under. You might add your index finger to this to make it a little more strong. Push up and let your head hang back over your fingers. And again, you can just simply press straight up. If you want to rotate, you may, but it's an option, not something that is going to make a dramatic difference. We want to apply that pressure to help open the pathways. Massaging feels good, and go ahead and do it. Now you're going to take your fingers in that pulse that we had before, and we're going to comb straight back. So try to go the whole length of your head, just combing your hair back. Sorry. And then we're going to take your fingertips like raindrops. We're going to tap. This is for the skin. So we do the tapping all over the body. We don't always take the time to do this in our class, but this is really nice for the head and the skin. Bringing that circulation up underneath the skin helps to give a more youthful appearance, it is said. So you're bringing the oxygen up under the skin, raindrop all over the head. So come up into the hair, starting at the top, going down the sides. Tilt the chin forward, come around to the back of the head, go down the back of the neck, sides of the neck, behind the ears. Lift your chin, come under the chin. And if there was any spot that felt extra fine and good on your head today, or maybe it needed a little bit more time because it was a little tender, go back to those spots. When you're done, you're gonna rub your hands together and lay your palms over your face. Very softly, move your hands up and around the outside edge of your face, just like you're washing your skin, barely touching your skin with your fingers. Close your eyes again if you haven't. Just trace around, very soft, coming under the skin or under the chin, lifting up through the middle of the face, lengthening your spine as you bring your hands up and out to the outside edge. One more. It's like you're washing your face. And as you bring your hands down into your lap, take a little moment with your eyes closed to notice a difference in how your head and your neck feel. So that little facial massage is good to invigorate your face and your head, because again, when you're feeling any tension in the body, we often express it on our face. Feeling tension somewhere, it shows on the face. So while we're in this area, we're going to work through the neck and shoulders, and then we'll go to the hips and we'll come back and forth so you don't get stuck in one position. If you're on the floor, you may want to sit on a block or something to prop yourself up to make yourself more comfortable. You could also sit in a chair for this part. Okay, so I'm going to move back so you can see what I'm doing with my arms. But before I do so, we're going to start with the wise owl. This again is for the neck and shoulders. Our first position, your hand is going to be open wide. And for the second position, the fingers will be together. And you're going to take the little finger and curl it up like you're cupping raindrops. Okay? Sun drops today. So I'm going to sit up onto my heels so you can see what I'm doing. Arms are out and my fingers are wide so you can see what I'm doing. Remember, you want to imagine that your hands are like tent stakes. So if you have ever seen a tent set up, there are stakes that go into the ground. We're going to squeeze our shoulders together in the back. So bring your shoulder blades together like you're opening up your heart. Lift your heart up a little bit to the sky. Now bring your arms back and with your fingers wide and spread out like they have rays of energy stretching down into the earth. Again, you could be sitting on a block or a chair. I'm just sitting on my heels to open up the nerves. So as my fingers are open, I'm going to lift my chin so the chin is parallel to the ground and turn my head over my shoulder. Open your eyes wide and look behind you as if you were trying to see what's happening all the way behind you. Make sure you're not gritting your teeth and your fingers are pulling down and your shoulders aren't trying to draw up toward your chin. So you're reaching down. Keep your teeth away from each other. Eyes are wide open. Bring your head back to center. Take a moment. If you need to rest your arms, feel free to give them a break right now. And then opening them out again. Stretch out through the fingers. Chin is parallel to the floor. Turn and look over the opposite shoulder. Again, stretch your eyes. The eyes are open. As we look behind us with wide open eyes, it helps to stimulate the liver meridian. The liver connects to the eyes. Back to center, close your eyes, rest your hands. Take a breath. And to give your arms a little break before we go into the second part, we're going to do a variation of eagle pose on the bottom, just using the top part of the body. So our arms are straight out. We're going to turn our palms up and bring your arms in front of you. As you start to cross your arms, just do what you can. So if you're able to cross the elbows, that's fine. If they don't cross, just pretend they do. Remember, imagination is everything. Lift your lower arm. So we cross the arm and the bottom is going to lift up, and you're going to do your best to wind your arms around each other. Remember, we're just imagining. If it doesn't go all the way on your body, who cares? You'll get there one day. But it takes a long time. So you're just doing what you can do. Cross your arms. Lift your elbows in line with your shoulders. So even if your hands don't touch, you're still lifting up. You're going to point your elbows out. Press your spine back. Lift your hands up. Keep pointing out through the elbows, lifting your hands up and pressing your spine back. Let your chin move in toward your chest. Remember, with your eyes closed, the goal here, no matter where you are in the pose, is to continue pushing the spine back as you point the elbows forward. You'll feel this opening, the space between the shoulder blades. Stay here, and I want you to just think about this. If you were to take your arms and push out and press your spine back, you're going to gain that same openness. This just goes a little deeper, but you can also push through the heel of the hands, chin in, and that will help to open up between the shoulder blades. Release your arms. Close your eyes, take a moment. The reason we pause between each little pose is to bring your awareness into your body. Remember to take the moment to notice the difference in how you felt before and after. So now we're going to cross over in the opposite direction. So if you don't remember, just take a moment to try to figure out which arm you had on top before. Lift your elbows up. Point the elbows out, press the spine back, lift the hands up, chin to chest. Or again, variation might be just pushing out through the hands, moving the chin into the chest. What works for you? And loosen your head, lower your arms. Soften your body. And take a couple breaths, noticing how your body feels different. Now we're going to go back into our wise owl, this time with the fingers together. So again, adjust yourself. You don't have to sit on your feet. You can be sitting on a block with a block between your feet or on a chair all together. So my fingers are together. I'm going to roll the little finger side up. As soon as you do this, you're going to feel a difference in your arm. And the reason we roll that little finger up is to wrap the tendons around the bone. So again, squeeze in the shoulder. So bring your arms behind you. You'll feel your heart open up. And now stretching down toward the floor. Again, like a tent stake, you're drilling down into the earth. Keeping that little finger up. Bring your head over your shoulder. Pick one. Whatever side your head is on, the opposite arm is going to reach a little further. Keep your teeth away from each other. As you exhale, feel any tension sliding down your neck, across your shoulder, through your arm, and out the other finger. Now tilt your head in front of the shoulder. So we're going to try to keep the chin close to your collarbone. If you want to rest the arm that's under the head, just let that release. Continue pressing down through the other arm, like someone's gently pulling on your fingertips. The jaw is going to be in line with your collarbone. Gently bring your ear over the shoulder again with your eyes closed. Let your head fall behind the shoulder. So the jaw is lifted up to the sky. The head's a little bit heavy behind that shoulder. Lengthen your neck. So your chin and jaw are reaching up to the sky. Check in with your forehead and make sure you're not wrinkling it. If it feels really tight, open your mouth with your exhale. And with the eyes closed, bring your head back over the shoulder. For a moment, tilt it back in front of the body. Maybe as you do this the second time, you feel a little more stretch through the back of the shoulder. Wherever you're feeling any dis-ease, take a breath, and the longer the exhale with an open mouth, the more you can release and let that go. Bring your ear back over the shoulder. Head returns to center. Release your arms, give them a break. Now we're going to go the other direction. So bring your arms out. Fingers touch each other. Curl the little finger side up. Bring your head over your ear. Opposite side this time. Head over top of your shoulder. Because your head is over your ear. Line them all up. Reach down through those fingers. Keep the little finger side rolled up. And if it feels extra tight, imagine the tension draining across your shoulder, down your arm, and out the end of your finger. The long, slow exhale. The more you relax your head, the more you'll feel those muscles extending around the cranium, across your shoulder, and down to the arm. On your next breath, tilt your jaw toward your collarbone. Check in with the shoulders. Make sure nothing's tightening up or pulling up. We're just trying to keep the jaw in as close as we can to the collarbone. Bringing the head back over the shoulder, let the head fall behind the shoulder. The jaw lifts to the sky. Bring the head back over the shoulder. One last time in front of the body. And with both arms reaching out, roll the chin in toward your chest. Keep that little finger side rolled up. Arms are down, so again, make sure that your shoulders don't start grabbing up. Move very slowly as you rotate your head in front of those shoulders. And if you're feeling any tightness, just pause where it's feeling extra tight. No one else is inside your body. You need to stay in a particular area because that's where you're holding dis-ease. Just stay there. One more little pass in front of the body, and then as much as it's comfortable for you, put your head behind the shoulder. And as you do that, I want you to lift your spine so you're not sinking down in the body. You're keeping it lifting up like a tree that's growing into the sky. Fingers are reaching down, head hangs back. Again, slowly guide the head between the shoulders. And if you're feeling tightness or you feel one of those shoulders start to pull up, that's your cue to stop in that area and just let the muscles release. This has such great benefits for allowing the body to send all the messages into the brain. So this little area we neglect and don't think about, it's the area that holds 80% of our daily tension. If you've ever heard the phrase, he's a pain in the neck. No, that's because you're holding dis-ease there. It's the storage spot for our body. Before the body decides, where is it going to store it? Unless you let go. So all of these stretches and openings help to do the same as if you were going to clean out the junk drawer or that spare closet or basement, garage, attic, whatever you have. Bring your head back up, loosen your arms. And again, just notice the difference in your neck and shoulders. And we're going to change positions. Again, if you're in a chair, feel free to stay there. I will grab one in a moment if we need one. We're going to start with a spinal twist. So if you're in a chair, you're going to cross one leg over the other. If you're on the floor, extend one leg out and lifting the other leg, cross it over. So I have my right leg crossed over my left. I'm going to start with that. Bring your left arm across your body and your right hand's going to come near your spine. Lengthen your spine. Take a breath in and twist, looking over your right shoulder. Turn as you look over the shoulder. You're just twisting as much as it feels right. If your eyes are closed, each time you let the body empty of its breath, see if you can twist a little deeper. Easing off, come back to center. If you're in a chair, you're going to leave your leg crossed. If you're able to open the leg in a figure four, so let's say you have your leg crossed with the ankle, the foot over the thigh or on top of the knee. If you're on the floor, we're just pulling that heel back toward your hips, stacking one knee over the other. Fingertips are going to come behind you, lengthen your spine, and walk your fingers in toward each other. If you're in a chair, your hands are going to be behind you, so you're forward on your chair. Lift up, look out at your toe, or forward over top of the chair. When you come forward, if you're feeling uncomfortable in your chair, just bring your hands to the side of the legs and slide your hand down the legs of the chair. Otherwise, again, it doesn't matter how far forward you go. It's the act of moving that helps to open the body. So you're just experimenting today and assessing what you're feeling this morning. Move out, empty slowly with your breath. There's no reason to force anything. There's no reason to judge. We're not here for that. We're here to simply put our breath in charge instead of our brain. Recognize where you're feeling dis-ease in your body. So as you begin to let it go with your breath, you know that you're opening new space for your body to gain new experiences. Once you come as far as you can, sink a little deeper. Let your head fall forward. Allow gravity and the weight of your body to go a little deeper without straining. Draw in the abdomen, bring the chin in, press your spine back, and roll up through your body. Up one vertebrae at a time. Unwind your legs. And let's do the same thing to the other side. We're going to bring your left leg over the right leg. If you're in a chair, you're just crossing your legs. Cross your right arm over to the knee. Your left hand's going to come behind you, so if you're in the chair, you're forward. Lengthen your spine and twist looking over your left shoulder. Come back and align your spine. Again, if you're in a chair, you're just going to open your legs. So we'll try to do that figure four. If you're on the floor, try bringing the heel back toward the hip. We're simply getting that muscle along the side of the thigh. So hands are going to come behind you in the chair or behind you on the floor. Lengthen your spine. Again, try to bring your arms in close to each other. And the reason we're doing that is just to open the front of the body. So as you guide forward, the front of your body is open and we're not rounding. All this does is crush the organs. When we crush everything, we prevent the ability to circulate. So think of a river flowing. If a beaver builds a dam, the water doesn't flow. That's what happens when we curl in. There's a place for it in certain postures, but for a lot, we want to keep the body long. Close your eyes. Again, this experience is your experience. Doesn't matter how far you go into it. If you're feeling it, you're benefiting from it. So wherever you are, you're breathing out. And imagine any tension flowing out of your body with your breath. Think of each limb in your body as having an opening at the beginning or the end of that limb. So it's either flowing through the hip or down your leg and out the end of the heel. Again, when you come as far forward as you can, just let your body soften over top of the leg as much as it wants to today. Drawing in your abdomen, pressing your spine back, roll up through your spine, one vertebrae at a time. And unwind your leg. Breath. We're actually going to repeat just the twisting part. So again, cross the leg. So my right leg is going to cross over the left. If you're in a chair, you can also just cross your ankles. Forgot to mention that earlier. Sorry about that. Left arm crosses the body. Tall spine. Twist. So again, close the eyes. Feel the body soften with the breath. Easing off, come back and align your spine. And one more time to the other side. So crossing the ankles, the knee, we're at the 5. Right arm comes across the body. Lengthen the spine on your inhale. Twist looking over your left shoulder. Coming back, align your spine. Breath. We're going to do spinal cord breathing. So you could be sitting in a regular position, whatever's comfortable for you. Again, if you're in a chair, just sit forward on the chair so you have some space behind you. And our goal is the flexion and extension of the spine. So we're going to be curling the tailbone back and squeezing in the shoulders. Bring the elbows together, tucking under and rounding your spine. If it's too painful for you to lift your arms, just let them slide up and down your thighs. Focus on the spine because that's really what this is about, okay? So as you lean forward, you're squeezing in your shoulder blades and looking up. And as you exhale, the chin is coming in and the spine is pressing back. Inhale, look up. Breath in, squeeze, exhale. Chin to chest, elbows together. Inhale, lift up. Big smile on your face. Exhale, chin in. Removing the whole spine. Look up, breathe in, put a smile on your face. Exhale. Inhale, lift up. Exhale. Again, breathe in. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Last one, breathe in. Breathe out. Oh, we're going to do a bonus today. One more, look up. And exhale. Next, we'll do the Sufi grind. So this pose is intended to simply open up the waist and the hips in the lower part of the body. So as we sit, gravity is compressing everything. We want to stir everything up so that the rest of our body has that energy available to it. If you're in a chair, again, you want to sit forward on the chair and your feet are going to be a little wider so you have a steady stance. Hands can be wide on your knees. If you're on the floor, whatever feels comfortable for you. Again, you can have it blocked. So if you find that you're someone with lower back issues and you roll back, put a block underneath your sitting bones so that you're lifted up. And the blocks have different heights for a reason. So find one that's comfortable for you. You might even stack more than one block. The block helps to keep the shoulders and hips in line with each other. You are going to be rolling back on your tailbone with your chin to your chest. And if you're using a block, the trick to using it with this posture is to stay on the block. As you lean out to one side, tilt the top shoulder toward your knee. Again, doesn't matter how far you go into the pose. You're feeling it, you're doing something. Breathe out. Notice where you're feeling any tightness or dis-ease. Invite your breath to carry away that tightness. And then slide from one knee to the other. Tilt the shoulder toward the knee. Leaning out. Bring the chin as you roll the tailbone under. Exhale on the other side. Inhale. Tilting the shoulder toward the knee. Lean back with your exhale. Breathe in again. You're just watching us today. That's perfectly fine. Just focus on the breath. Exhaling. Even at a seated position, if you just twist one shoulder more than the other, you'll feel it opening through the lower back. Sliding the body across on the inhale. Twist, tilt the shoulder forward. Lean out to the side, bring the chin into the chest. And we're going to reverse in the other direction. So go in the other direction, tilting that shoulder. The tilt helps to feel it in your lower back. Again, check in with your face, make sure you're not holding any tightness there. Slide from one knee to the other, tilt the shoulder. Leaning all the way out to the side and back. One more. So we're getting a little massage to the kidneys and the intestines. This is good for digestion. Again, it helps get the energy that's stuck in the lower part of the body opening up to the rest. It's called the Sufi grind. Grinding up all that stuck energy and letting it move up through the body for the rest of the organs to benefit. Do one more round and just go back into any area where you felt that tightness and stay there. Maybe there's more than one area. In that case, take 2 long exhales with your mouth open. And then go to the next spot. Take a couple of breaths. And then as you bring your body back to center, lift your knees up, give yourself a little hug. If you're in a chair, you can lean forward, grabbing your knees. We're going to extend our legs out. If you're in a chair, sit back a little bit for this one. So your knees are right at the bottom of the chair, or the edge of the chair. Lace the fingers and lift up into the sky. Push up really high. Draw on your abdomen and let your hands float behind your head. Take a breath in and then draw the elbows back. And this helps to open up the lymph nodes through the chest and under the arm. So look up and put a smile on your face. Point your chin out towards your toes or lean out over your legs. And you bend forward. Release your hands and let them hang. So there's no tension in the arms. Just letting them fall forward as your body leans forward. Our chin stays lifted to try to keep the neck and spine long. And once you're out as much as you can go, take a long exhale. Feel your body sinking into the earth. And again, visualize the tension drain through the hip, flowing through the leg. One more exhale. Drawing in the abdomen, tuck the tailbone under, press your spine back, and curl up one vertebrae at a time. Do your best to press back, opening the space between each vertebrae. Lifting your head up softly, eyes are closed. Tall spine. Do one more, racing the fingers. Breathe in, lift your hands into the sky. Push up into the clouds. Keep them far away from us today. Put a smile on your face as your hands come behind your head and you open your heart, tilting your head up. Breathe in a big full breath with that beautiful smile on your face. Point your chin forward. Fold out and release your hands, sinking your body. Take a long breath and just let everything hang forward. Softening your arms and your shoulders, letting your head hang. Inviting your breath to go into your body. Finding wherever there's anything you might be still holding on to. With every exhale, pressing it out. Inviting it to move out into the world. Just know it's okay to let go today. You're not going to fall apart. If you ever feel like you need to cry, that's normal. When the sky rains, our body needs to let things out sometimes too. So as you breathe out any emotions that are coming forward, put them with your breath. And just let them flow from your body. It's natural. Again, engaging your abdomen. Let your shoulders roll forward as you push your spine as if you're pressing out of your body. You curl up through the spine. Head comes over the shoulders. Keep your eyes closed for a moment. If you're in a chair, you're going to sit forward on the chair, sink back. You might want to put a pillow or a block behind you. If you're on the floor, bring yourself all the way back on the floor. If you want a little extra lift today, you could put a block underneath your hips. Knees can stay up or you can extend. This will open up more through the hip area. Arms come to the side. It's too much with your legs straight because you have lower back issues. You can leave one or both knees bent. Your pick. Just a variation. Otherwise, you're flat on the ground. Wherever you are, your eyes are closed and you're letting your body feel the breath focus on in and out. Any thought that's coming into your mind, press it out with your exhale. Breathing in, feel your body swell up like a big balloon, full of precious air. Feel your whole body full of breath. Sustain that for a moment. Maybe sip in a little more so all the breath comes up under your skin, relaxing any lines. Slowly let go, breathing long and slow, even and soft. If you have a block under your body, bending your knees, lift the block out from underneath your body. Wherever you are in your moment, bring your knees into your chest. If you're in a chair, you may want to fold over your legs again and do a forward fold. Bring your knees into your chest. Rock from side to side. So if you're leaning forward in a chair, just swing your arms from one side to the other. A little massage to the lower back. Gently roll over onto your right side. If you lean forward in a chair, you're simply going to start pressing your spine back and rolling up through the vertebrae. Otherwise, plant your palm near your heart. Bring yourself back to a seated position. And let's bring our hands together in front of our heart. Close your eyes. Tilt your chin in. Lengthen your spine. Take a moment to notice how you're feeling now in this very moment. Notice the rhythm of your breath moving in and expanding. Picture all the breath playing through every organ and tissue, moving through every vertebrae, into your mind, wrapping around your head, collecting all of your thoughts. And remember, as you breathe in this moment and every day, we always want to give out to the world more than we take in. Sending that breath to the trees and all the elements of nature that can make use of the things that we don't need anymore. It's a recycling process. As you become aware of your hands touching one another, notice that miracle of the ability to touch, your ability to taste, to smell, to see, and to hear all the beauty of spring and everything in this world around us. Know that it has been my honor to have each of you here with me in this Zoom room today, having you surround me with your energy in this moment. Thank you so much for joining me. It was my honor. I hope you have a beautiful week. Thanks for being here.